Hare Krishna. Reality is not as rosy as our dreams, but neither is it as scary as our nightmares. We all have to go through life, and we go through life not just based on the situations that we face, but also based on the expectations that we have of life. So, if we expect life to be very rosy, if we expect that we will go to a college and then we will just crack all the subjects and we'll be a topper, and we find the subject is very difficult, then we will be frustrated. So our responses in life are not just to situations, but also they are to our expectations of situations. So we often may be looking at the world through rose tinted glasses, thinking that everything is going to be so nice for me. And when it doesn't turn out to be that nice, we may get frustrated. So we need what is called a reality check. Reality check means we have to understand that this world is not a bed of roses. The Bhagavad Gita gives us a very firm reality check when it states in the 8th chapter, 15th verse, Mamupetya punarjanma dukkhalayam ashashvatam napnuvanti mahatmanaha samsuddhim paramam gataha. It says that this world is dukkhalayam ashashvatam. It is a place of misery. It is temporary. So now, when we understand this, that we cannot nature of the world is that there is going to be misery over there. Whether it comes from this source or that source or that source, misery is going to come. When we understand this, then we moderate our expectations from life. And when we moderate our expectations, then actually we can have less frustration. So reality is not rosy. We have to understand that dreams do not necessarily come true. But sometimes, so at that time we need a reality check in terms of bringing down our expectations from life. But sometimes our mind can go to the other extreme. Whereas one side it thinks everything should be so wonderful, and sometimes it may go to the other extreme and say everything is so dreadful. Oh, people are so rot. The world is such a rotten place. People are so untrustworthy. Oh, my body is so terrible. My mind is so all kinds of negative things the mind comes up with, and in that way we become very gloomy. We become very pessimistic. We start thinking, what if this goes wrong? What if that goes wrong? And we may become fearful. We may become paranoid. Sometimes some people, they just can't go out in the dark because they feel, what will happen? Somebody will attack me. What if some accident happens? Somebody's driving on a road and they think, what if my brakes fail? What if somebody comes, a drunkard driver comes on the other side? What if I die? No, we cannot live in constant fear. So reality is not as scary as our nightmares also. If we look at our own life and look at the things that we fear, we will see that most of our fears don't materialize. We often worry about problems that never actualize. So by recognizing this, that our mind can go to the both extremes. One is it can make things appear to be rosier than what they are, but it can also make them appear to be scarier than what they are. So then we can give a reality check that actually no matter how many problems are there, ultimately God is in control. And if we are trying our best, God will help us. Even if things go wrong, Krishna is so expert that he can set things right. Machchitta sarva durgani mat prasadat tarishyasi. Krishna says in 18.58 that if you become conscious of me, you will pass over all obstacles by my grace. So we should be conscious of Krishna, not conscious of the problems. If we become too worried about the problems, we are ya swapnam bhayam shokam. If we just become fearful, Krishna says that is characteristic of the mode of ignorance. So we avoid both extremes, not be thinking the world to be rosy, not thinking of the world to be scary. Just see it as an opportunity for service. And whatever situation I am in, Krishna, I am a part, I am your servant. Let me serve you to the best of my capacity. If we have this mood of service, then we will be able to put aside our mind's distorted depictions of either rosiness or scariness, and we will be able to move forward confidently, facing competently whatever life sends our way, by being absorbed in Krishna and by infusing ourselves with a mood of service to Him. Thank you. Hare Krishna.